it isn't out, if we go into here and we click this, he helps us out if we're stuck. I don't really want to use it, so this is me resisting at the moment. Yeah, we just go from the start and watch every video again. No problem. What's this place even called? Keep forgetting. Landsend. Aha! Aha! 2 new ones! Please give me a link. Please give me a link.
Sure. Imagine tree-lined streets, neighbors helping one another, town get-togethers, all the time downtown. Trips to the waterfront with the family, just a really special place to grow up, actually. Really happy people, and some of my fondest memories are from that time. We still have that to some degree, but it's different now. The internet, insularity, the world's become a bit more of a colder place. You can find the warmer pockets, though. We have to stay vigilant. Watch out for unwanted elements. Keep things nice. There's evil here. It's just hidden. But it's obviously here. Look at this last night.
Oh, okay. Unexpected. What have we got here? Well, that's bloody useless, isn't it? Visit Port... Oh, wash. just seem real. Visit Port Landsend. Wash. Like, you're allowed to cook for me, but when you get here, you're having a bloody wash.
I don't really know anything about the history here, no, apart from what I read on the website.
The website?
That funny touristy website.
She probably means Jack's site, right?
Oh?
Was it called Natural Curiosities of the Olympic Peninsula or something like that?
Yeah, it sounds like it could have been that.
Well, we don't have many websites about the area as far as I know.
The website looked kind of trashy and old. Doesn't really do the area justice.
Okay. Come on. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Oh, I can't recall the name of the website now. I went to it once when it was constantly in the news here at the Herald. All this history about the area. Most of it seemed rather far-fetched. Not sure where he came up with it. The guy who runs the site? His name's Jack, right? I've met him before. All the skill of the settlers and the growing pains somehow having relevance today. Most people in this town haven't been here long enough to begin to know what he's talking about. Jack Thompson, that's it. You know, he owns a little convenience store slash small museum slash knickknack slash whatever makes you money store near the Rock. I really think it's just a way for him to drum up sales for all the quasi-historical tad that he sells. All of those little trinkets and thin books. No doubt the tourists that come lap it up, though.
We'll drag us kicking and screaming to the end of this goddamn case.
Jack really needs a history lesson. Maybe go to the library or speak with someone to get his facts straight. All this supposed nonsense about the crimes the explorers and settlers committed. Talks of unsavory deals with the native population, land grabs, enslavement, killings, and everything else. Sacrifices? Well, I suppose it brings a tourist, so you don't mind, do you? However, it's insulting to the town. He really needs to be stopped, whether by your organization or he finally comes to his senses. Makes no difference to the community here.
Are you trying to suggest that the settlers didn't murder and pillage and claim land that wasn't theirs? Because that seems bizarre whitewashing of history. Come on, be good to me. Oh, you cheeky little blighter. God damn it. All my optimism just got annihilated. In about 2 seconds. I did. We did the photo stuff a while ago. Led us onto a few things. What's this website? It's got to be important. Sure, it sounds important. Uh-oh. I had optimism for a minute. I got like 2 whole pages worth of videos again. That's like a big deal at the moment. What am I missing? Ah! No. Is there anything we're missing?
I've taken some out.
There was some music, supposedly.
I know they all think I'm a witch with a capital B.
Animal. Mammal. Nah. Dead. Help me, game. Help me. We already searched Jack's full name. Stop giving suggestions if you're not going to pay attention, chat. I won't stand for this any longer. I'm only kidding. I don't really care. Blood test. Testy. Blood testy indeed. We don't know who owns the tooth. We don't know who put the tooth there. We don't know what the statue's about. We don't know anything. I feel like we've got 95% of the information. But right now, that last 5% is completely eluding me. Lost in a sea of confusion. Drifting upon my own demise, crashing upon the rocks of self-flagellation. What did she have done to her car? Flagellation. Dead dog. Oh, I didn't even see the ring down there. Hello. Bring back the spooky stuff. At least I knew what I was doing then. I had a direction. I had a plan. Wait, oh god, why? I'm confused. The cookies led to so much glory, and I've been left behind again. I don't have any ideas. I want to finish the game tonight. That's what's annoying me, because I'm on the cusp of glory. Flagellation, G-E-L-L, not U-L. I mean, I searched for things like Landsend, and it got results. Maybe we need to just go back to relative basics. And the hat got me once before. No, it's not this time though.
I think we'll have to ask you to work with our team and try to come up with a sketch of the face you saw in the window, if you don't mind. Do you think you can do that?
I was just telling you how to spell the word. Calm down.
Yes, of course. I don't mind. I'm happy to assist. I'm not sure I'll be able to remember all of the details, but I'll do my best. They seemed familiar.
Great. Thanks. We'll do that after our session here.
Evidence. Ah! What is it? It's a nightmare is what it is. I mean, it looks like Natalie, doesn't it? Where's my list? Where's my OG list?
Where was I? Well, since when did I become a suspect?
Well, I just think it's better to get this all down on paper
So long ago,
while
Colin.
you're here.
So long ago.
At this point, I feel like anybody could be a suspect. Might as well chase down all possible leads.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'll remind you, however, that I said I never met these kids. I wanted to here to give my deposition, and I'm not a suspect. But I'll entertain your question, since I'm under oath, and I honor my duties as a law enforcement professional. Last night I was at home, in bed after a long day.
Alone, right? You're not married, correct? Realized all this time we've been on the force together, I don't know much about your home life. You know, I've got 2 kids, and I'm married. You never wanted that? Settle down, I guess?
I was married once, briefly. But no, I suppose I never really found the right woman. I was too focused on my work. The hours here just don't allow for much of a social life. I like to keep a routine. There aren't many eligible women here I like in town anyway. And to answer your question, of course, I was alone.
I don't know what to do. Cute girls playing tennis. Ah, so close. I don't know what to do. I really don't have a clue at this point in time. I'm lost in a sea of confusion. Paddling around. Going blah 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 blah. I don't know what to do. There's got to be something. I'm just going to click the bloody VHS. It's time. I've gone through this long enough. Where's the message thing? I don't know if what it's even going to do. I really don't. Need an idea to what... Okay. He's locked a video.
They didn't have problems, not really. The neighbor Ruth is a bit of a kook. For me, a few of the men in town seem quite taken by my singing. But that's nothing new, and they're all quite harmless. I can be very direct if I need to be.
So, you have some admirers?
Yes, Rick. Nothing to be concerned about. Mostly men who live alone, divorcees, men on their way to become divorcees. All types, really. What can I say? I was born with a beautiful voice.
And anyone you think who could have done this?
Killing in a house? We're not quite the wholesome neighborhood that we grew up with here. Seems like neighbors hardly know each other's names anymore, let alone talk. Who knows what happened?
How's that helpful? How is that a helpful video? There's nothing vaguely helpful in there. How's that even new? How did I not find that when I searched for singer earlier? Doing it again. Come on, O'Shea, hook me up with something useful.
The only thing I remember, and this is really vague, and I'm not sure, but I swear the person standing in the living room was wearing something abnormal.
There we go.
I remember seeing all one color for their clothes or all one pattern when I ran by. I don't remember anything else about them. That's the only thing. It all happened so quickly, though. Maybe something on their head, too, or something covering their face.
Okay, right, we can work with that. Right, I'm gonna search living room.
We all know it's Jerry. That dirty rat, him onto him. Everybody type hashtag it's Jerry in the comments.
Did I search for that? Yeah. Oh, colour. I've been doing that all bloody day, I'm sure. I didn't do anything. It's just not. It's not giving me like a bigger story. I'm just lost. I don't want to keep cheating. It feels dirty. I don't like clicking the button. Oh, come on, Captain. Hook me up. One more on the day. One more.
I just meant people who aren't genuinely spiritual or confused. Shame when a monotheist chooses the wrong god.
None of this helps. Maybe I'm meant to know, honestly. Maybe at this point, we are meant to know. And... how did I not find that clip before? Would have had to search monotheist, maybe? Maybe we are meant to know. Maybe there isn't an extra... I'm going to click this button, I'm going to see what happens. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I wonder if he'll ever say no. Gloves. I should have searched for gloves.
Yeah, they're my gloves.
Why didn't I search for gloves?
I guess I like wearing them in the winter. And they're handy to have around. Planning on wearing them a lot more in the future, so get used to them.
Bet you are, Colin. I bet you are.
I do get made fun of by the guys sometimes.
Well, they look warm.
Yeah, really. Really warm. They get the job done.
Robin mentioned the gloves. Nobody suggested I search for gloves, alright? Don't come up with that nonsense right now, alright? I accepted the glove theory. I was on board with the glove theory. But I mean, that just proves a theory you already had. It doesn't give me any new information. Come on, O'Shea, give us something useful.
You know a lot about mechanics. Being able to fix cars and all. Know about any other mechanical stuff in other ways?
I can get by.
You can get by?
Yeah, I guess.
Could you make a bomb?
What sort of mechanics do you know? What sort of stuff can you fix?
Refrigerators, air conditioners, stuff around the house.
Interesting. Where'd you learn how to do all that?
Must have been when I was younger. I think my dad taught me, or someone in my family.
Oh yeah? Chemistry sets, model rockets. I loved Pinewood Derby as a scout. That was my main hobby.
Oh yeah, I think I remember having one of those.
You were in the Pinewood Derby?
Oh no, I meant the rocket.
Really?
Yeah.
So you know about rocket engines. You must know about explosives too.
No, just model rockets.
That's everything for Caleb. I mean, I searched bomb, I searched explosive. What do you want from me, game? Like, if you're not going to actually show me the videos when I search for them, then I have to use this bloody... I think we're meant to know. I'm just going to press this button to the end, basically, because we are a couple of videos from the end from all of them, so we're just going to keep bloody going at this point.
We got you.
Whoa, what?
Got me? What do you mean?
Yep, we got you.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When we left the room, we
Oh,
see all
okay.
the cameras feed back into our audio video room. We have a guy there watching them all the time. He just called us over and played back the last couple of minutes to us. Your little monologue. Didn't think we were watching?
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to work out your story, right? Practicing? Maybe you didn't even realize what you were doing. We know that happens.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
You said you didn't want to interfere. Interfere with what?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. You don't remember. How about right now then? What wouldn't you want to interfere with right now if we asked? Or were you talking about that in the past? You remind me of a guy I know. Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Do you have any history of schizophrenia? Voices in your head?
No, this is a joke, right? You're messing with me. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about.
No need. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I should have found that from that clip. I still, the problem I have right now is all of this is just kind of like little one-off additions to things that we already know. It's none of it is new information. It's additions. It's little bonus pieces of info to stuff that we already have, but nothing is linking to anything at all. No, we've already seen the monologue.
I'm a singer, not a waiter or a bartender. I don't concern myself with food or drink. But if you must know, Wednesday we served the delicious Jungle Juice Special or the Lamplighter.
What's in the Jungle
Such
Juice
those.
special?
Anything and everything you can think of, as long as it's cheap.
Did anything come back abnormal in the victims from the coroner's toxicology report?
Not from anything they ate or drank. So we can rule out group psychosis. Their BAs were kind of high, but that's about it.
Okay, let me try those. I wonder if that would have come up with cocktail, which I did search for, but not, I think, when she was unlocked. How was I meant to find that anyway? Ah! Like, I mean, I searched for singer. Yeah, it comes up with drinks. You have to be so bloody specific. This isn't going to go anywhere, is it? No. I mean, how does that not? How does that not? She literally just said Jungle Juice Special, but yeah, I don't have anything for Jungle Juice. It's nonsense. Just gonna keep bloody going.
Where was I that night? Seen at the Lantern, as you know. I left around 2:15 a.m., shortly after it closed. Walked home, went to bed.
Did anyone see you?
See me what?
Walking home or at home?
Yeah. Were you with anyone?
Craig,
Who can
maybe.
corroborate them?
I was alone the whole time.
Excuse us one moment. So you have nobody who can back up your story that you ever met any of the kids that night, and nobody else who can back up your story that you went home and went to sleep.
What reason would I have to hurt them?
You tell us.
That's ridiculous. Come on.
Just gonna search for humming. Humming. It's and if that wait. I know the tune. Then it's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Someone's gonna buy you a mockingbird, and if that mockingbird don't sing, then I'm gonna buy you a diamond ring, or whatever it is, but I don't know how that helps me. Wait, I need to Google it. Maybe we can get like a title? Hush Little Baby. Is that it? It's a mockingbird song. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mom's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Ooga, 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 ooga. Well, it's been clever there, but it's not going to give me anything. My genius is going unnoticed yet again. Oh, wait, I've lost my chat. Wait, oh, it's over there. Bear with me. Back we go.
The museum cabinet had dirty old sticks, bottles of stuff I couldn't tell what it was, old pieces of paper and decorations. This was a long time ago. Then I went for a tarot card reading recently with my girlfriends. We didn't look around.
Well, that's what I thought, Mid. Maybe the bird is a mockingbird, but I searched for mockingbird and nothing bloody showed up, so I don't know what to do with that. Just keep going.
Have you ever been in the Morgan's bedroom?
Wow, that's
Bet
a
you
bit
have.
forward, even for you guys.
Keep in mind, you're under oath.
I mean, yeah, I've seen it before, sure. Doesn't make me a murderer. Nice try.
I mean, I searched murderer. What do you want from me, game? Athley's done, I think. All right, keep going. I actually don't think we're gonna get a big revelation. You know, I think we have to figure it out from this information.
Jealous of Alana? I don't think so. That girl's borderline white trash. She's boring. Not really that good looking even, so Brian could do much better.
Wow.
I don't know what he sees in her. I mean, saw. Can't believe he's gone. I mean, there's blood on her hands.
Wait, why?
She wanted to come out here.
Oh.
She pushed for it. We all went along with her. She thought she could get closer to Brian this way. I knew they had been having problems.
Would you have gotten back together with Brian this summer if he had asked you?
No, I mean, probably not. I'm doing my own thing now.
Yeah, like your demon sex thing. Okay, she's guilty as a fuck. Pretty convinced.
Were Brian and Alana ever fighting?
Yeah, Brian and Alana fought a lot at school. I told him to break up with her, that she wasn't worth it. I mean, why should he put himself through that? And then when I heard they wanted to come out here, that she wanted to come out here for the summer, I knew it was just a way for her to get closer to him and watch over me.
I mean, they're together. You broke up. You don't have any right to do this, you crazy little so-and-so.
How much did it upset you when they started dating?
Yeah, were you upset?
No.
And circumstances
Yeah, sure.
for when they got together or started dating. Could you briefly go over that for us?
Well, it's not a big deal. Brian came to me and said he wanted to see other people, that we weren't a good match anymore. I was too serious. I'm not sure what he meant, really. We've been dating for almost 2 years. I mean, I know now why he did it.
Why was that?
Well, he just wanted to be free and pursue his own things.
Had he met Alana at this time?
Yes.
And were they romantically linked?
They became a couple a little while after that.
But do you know if they were linked before that?
No, I don't think they were.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, O'Shea. Oh, hello.
Surprised you're doing so well for everything that happened 2 nights ago. Glad you're recovering so well. Even the doctors are really surprised at how fast your recovery has been.
Yeah, I must have a good metabolism.
Yeah.
Critical condition one day, out of the hospital the next.
It's worth noting as well that we know there was talk of like doing love spells and stuff in the past, and that this kind of magic could be used for that kind of thing. So, you know.
We're so
just
lucky
mention
that
it.
you survived. It's really a miracle. You're going to stay in the hospital back in this city, right? To get away from town and recover at home?
Yeah, I don't really feel good at all.
Well, take it easy. You've been through a lot.
Let's see if I could have found that. Yeah, so. I just don't think to go back and check things like that, I suppose. But like I said, we've not learned any new information other than maybe they weren't best friends in like 8 videos, 9, 10 videos, or whatever it's been.
Any idea what happened in the bedroom the night of the attack?
I have no idea. Maybe nothing, my friend's going to sleep. Or something else.
A little bit of boom shakalaka.
What do you mean by giving them a fake key?
Just what it sounds like. Most people that come to my store who've heard of the key of John Van Persie.
See, this is.
have
I
read
just
about
want to point
it.
out that I'm a little annoyed here. I've searched for key and key of John, and yet this hasn't shown up. And I searched for John Van Persie as well, and again, this didn't show up. Did I have to search for key of John Van Persie specifically? Because that's bloody nonsense.
This one story someone came up with on the internet 20 years ago. It kind of took on a life of its own after that, but it's not based on facts. So they're not really what you would call into it genuinely. You'd almost need to be a historian or part of an extremely small circle of people to really understand the document. So for most people, I sell them a feeling at my store and they leave satisfied. I can't just give out anything to anyone. It's far too dangerous. So I present them with documents I've created from time to time, mostly harmless or a bit of fun. I've got an oath to uphold.
The occult bookshop owner's oath?
Joke all you want, but it could have been much worse.
1 survivor out of 5 with life-altering injuries, but sure, it could be worse.
Do you create these fake keys?
Yes, from time to time. I don't need many, and they're not exactly flying off the shelves.
So you could put anything you wanted into them.
I suppose. In this case, I would have diffused the situation had I given them a key I created.
Did I have to search for fake key? But I had no inclination that it was a fake key, and if I search key, it doesn't show up, which is bloody stupid, so... I mean, that's everything for Heather, everything for Natalie, everything for Caleb. I think this is going to be the last one for Ruth, and then we just got a bit for Colin.
I see your hands got a bandage.
I want more demons.
Get into a bar fight at the old saloon?
No, not exactly.
Where's my demons?
Scratch you?
I don't own any cats, filthy creatures.
So what was it?
Gardening.
Gardening.
Yes, gardening.
You garden.
Don't act so surprised. I garden.
What were you gardening?
Daisies and gardenias outside of my house. It was a while ago.
It's kinda late, but whatever. Also, you looking kinda hot today, Biswink.
Thanks.
All better now.
Wow. You must have a good metabolism, too.
Good genes. What can I say? The best.
Because you're all linked. You're all related to each other somehow. You are. It's all connected. Alright, show me the rest of the Colton.
What are you saying?
I don't know. It's like I'm always around you when the electrical stuff goes crazy. First it was the lights, not to mention the TVs in the surveillance room earlier. I just don't get it. You're like a human lightning rod or something. I can't see how that's possible though. Can we try something?
Weirder things have happened today. What do you have in mind?
This can. It's metal, right? Grab one end while I'm holding the other.
So you're thinking some kind of human lightning rod? Sure, I'll grab the can. Guess you'll have to come up with some other theory.
Darn. That would have been kind of cool though. Guess it's just random. Maybe it's the room or whatever it is, it's just not doing it right now.
Okay. I need something big in these last couple of messages, otherwise we're going to have to gamble
So we just got email
quite
records
hard.
and phone records from your house and theirs. Your alibi checks out. Looks like you did email your brother the night of the crime.
Good work.
Although that can be faked.
And you can do it from a
I'll
phone.
cross you off the list here.
Well, it's not proof.
If my pen works.
Not sure what you're crossing off since the list is digital, but here, use mine.
God,
There it is.
How was that?
There it
I got
is.
shocked.
Stop
I'm
doing
going
messages.
to be sacrificed by the council to the gods, and I'm scared.
I made a bloody video.
You okay there?
Well, it felt a little funny. Almost like electric shock.
Weird.
I just hope it's safe in here with all the faulty wiring and whatnot. It went through the table.
What the hell's going on here? Who is Kaylee? Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Who are you, Kaylee? Hope your investigation is going good. Andy in IT wants to connect right now, LOL. Says he's got an update for you. Is it okay if he logs on? Sure, go ahead, put him through. You can't talk like that, Kaylee. You're never going to make it in this town. Hey, everyone. So I wanted to give you an update on the technical errors you've been experiencing. We're talking to the third-party vendor looking after the service. They're seeing the traffic initiate from our side. But for some reason, the requests aren't going through all the way on theirs. So working on it now. That's not... I don't care.
My day yesterday was pretty routine. I checked in here at my normal time, looked over some emails and reports, and then checked out the patrol car. Probably around 11. Got out on the road like normal. Drugstore called in some vandalism, which I confirmed. Miss Hopkins reported her cat missing again, which turned out to be behind her house. And then I spent some time trying to catch speeders coming into town.
Catch any?
Slow day.
Anything else?
Nope. That was pretty much it.
We're running out here, folks. We're running out.
Well, I guess the follow-up that we're trained to ask is, can anybody corroborate that you were alone last night?
If you're implying that I might be lying about being home, then I suppose you could go to the phone company and triangulate my cell phone signal that night. I was home. Don't think anyone saw me come home, and I didn't talk to anyone, so no.
No, it's okay. Just going down the list of things I need to cross off.
Oh, I also sent an email to my brother in Connecticut right before I went to bed from my house.
When was that?
11 or 12.
Okay. Well, we will have to double check on that, and we will get those phone records so that we can cross you off the list of potential suspects.
Sure.
What was the long day you had?
I just had a lot of errands to run around town.
Patrol stuff?
Yeah, patrol stuff.
We don't have you listed as responding to any calls. Anything noteworthy happen? Not that we get many, but did anything noteworthy happen?
Not really, no.
Just busy?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that... I knew. I mean, this is so. I'd like to point out my point that we didn't gain any new information from all of those videos. We definitely had uncovered all the important stuff before we got to this point. Now, I need a final tally sheet. I'm pretty convinced that it's more than one person. My initial gut feeling is that it's Heather and Colton. But what I want to do is actually put together some stuff. And we need to think about this more logically. Motive. So, Caleb's only motive that I can see for killing the kids is because they were rude at the petrol station. That's it. Like, what motive does he have? It's basically rudeness, and rudeness is a weak motive, so he's pretty low down on the list. Colton was second. Now, I mean, what's Colton's motive? I don't mind the theory we were banding around that Colton went to protect Heather. But why would he want the kids to die in the first place? I know he doesn't like the witchy woo stuff, but that's not... I don't think he murdered kids about it. He's very protective of the kids. If anything, he's going to be hyper protective. I'm thinking he wants to protect Heather because maybe she reminds him of his niece. You can kind of see it. But I actually don't know. I mean, what's the motive for killing the kids, though? I get why you'd want to protect Heather, but why murder the children? Like, what? None of them have a great motive for it. Now, is it what are we accusing them of? That's the question, actually. What are we actually accusing them of? Yeah, and there's this thing going on where, you know, it's saying, you know, they're all lying, don't let them get away with it, each one will betray, you know. I don't want to accuse all of them, that seems silly. Can I click one? Okay, cool. I mean, I can do all of them. Oh, this is horrible. This is... Oh, God, that achievement. This is actually horrible to go through. Okay, I'm going to try to write people off instead. Okay, so I actually... Natalie... see, the message said, oh, Natalie's lying all the time. But who would be sending the message? Okay, why would someone send the message? Who... Yeah, let's think about it from that angle. Who is this sixth party? Who is this person? Who is this? Anyone we can let free, we're all here counting on you. We're all here counting on you to do the right thing. Who? Who is that? Who are all these people? There's multiple people apparently counting on me to put them all away. Who? And for what purpose? Is it Jack? Jack has a website. A sketchy looking website. So then maybe he would be sending messages, put them all away because he wants them to go away because that's good for his website. Oh, maybe I just go with my gut. Maybe this isn't something I can sit down and think about because I don't think we've been given enough evidence to suggest a proper motive, really. I mean, Heather at least was fueled by jealousy. Colton seems to want to protect Heather. Ruth, I mean, Ruth's nuts, but I don't get any implication she'd want to kill the kids. Well, other than the fact that they took her home. Or, well, Alana's... I mean, maybe it's not about the kids. Maybe it's about Alana specifically. And the others kind of got caught up in it. Yeah, it's just guilty until proven innocent and we send them all away. I think I'm just going to follow what was my gut instinct, which is that. That's what felt right. Screw it, let's go for it.
We want to cut to some breaking news from the west side of the state. Police have just released the body cam footage of the arrests of the suspects in the notorious student house murders that took place last year in Port Landsend. While details of the investigation are being kept confidential, authorities have told us that the arrests are the outcome of weeks of intense scrutiny over the interrogation footage and conflicting statements from the main suspects in the case. We're going to cut directly to that footage now.
Heather Gardner, I have a warrant for your arrest. You're under arrest for the murder of 4 of your friends.
Are you kidding me? What?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Jack, you know why I'm here.
What's going on?
We gotta take you in.
Take me in?
DA called this morning, and we got a warrant. Up against the truck.
I'm not going
Up against the truck. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights if I've read them to you?
Yeah, I understand my rights. I've been doing this for 26 years. I cleaned this town up, and this is how they repay me.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Right, come here.
The trial of the infamous Port Landsend massacre came to a close yesterday in a Pierce County courthouse. The crime shocked the otherwise close-knit community in 2012 when police uncovered the remains of 4 students in a house near the center of town. The case was initially plagued by lax police work and conflicting suspect testimony, taking investigators years to sift through what they called one of the most complex investigations ever undertaken. The dramatic case took many twists and turns. Judge Susan Arbea was there to deliver sentencing today.
Okay.
Miss Gardner, please stand.
Go on, guilty, 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 please.
Superior Court of Washington and Pierce County in the matter of the people of Washington versus Heather Jane Gardner. Case number 07835-BLA. Finds the defendant, Heather Gardner, guilty of the crime of murder.
Nice!
In violation of Penal Code Section 187-A, a felony upon Emily Thomas, Brian Watson, Gregory Sims, and Alana Morgan, human beings, as charged in count 1 of the information.
I'm
Ms.
assuming...
Gardner, you've now been found guilty of murder by a panel of your peers. Your jealousy was proven to be the ultimate undoing of your rational demeanor.
Yeah.
Instead of accepting things you could not change with regard to your personal relationships, you chose instead to dive into the world of these alleged dark arts, something most of us know nothing about. However, the details of these rituals and maligned arts aren't really important. What we do know is the outcome of your experiments. You wished for bad things to happen to your friend Alana. You attempted to put a spell on her, while saving yourself from the effects of your friend's ritual. Little did you know just how bad the outcome of these experiments would be. An errant fire that quickly got out of control, causing harm not only to your peers, but to yourself as well in the process. This was a friend of yours and her family who invited you to spend the summer at their house free of charge. You betrayed their trust in the most egregious of ways. Had it not been for the actions of another person, your accomplice, you would not be alive today.
Accomplice.
May I remind you and everyone else in this courtroom that life is a precious gift, one we have no right to take from others. Sentencing will be determined at a later date. I wish you the best as you prepare for a long incarceration.
I'm assuming how this works is if we arrest someone and they're guilty, they'll say guilty, and if they're not guilty, then it'll say not guilty, basically. So the trial is how we deduce if we were correct or
Superior
not.
Court of Washington.
Come on,
in
come on,
Pierce
baby.
County,
Come on,
in the
baby.
matter of the people of Washington versus Jeffrey Lee.
Oh,
Colton.
that's lovely
Case
stuff.
number 07834-BLA. Finds the defendant, Jeffrey Colton, guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187-A, a felony upon Emily Thomas, Brian Watson, Gregory Sims, and Alana Morgan, human beings, as charged in count 1 of the information. Mr. Colton, you served the town of Port Landsend proudly your entire career. You were held in the highest esteem amongst your peers and were a role model for the younger cadets. Why you chose to throw all that away for a single selfish choice, I will never know. You played God with the lives of 5 young people. In saving one, Miss Heather Gardner, were you hoping to make up for a past tragedy? Did you act out of misplaced loyalty to her father, a former cadet who served with you? In making that choice, you sacrificed the lives and futures of 4 other young people. Young people you unfairly judged and held in contempt just for their fascination with witchcraft. You made the decision to turn on the gas stove. You knew they had lit candles, and you made the decision to watch them die after pulling Miss Gardner away to safety. We may not know the exact details of what went on in that room that day, but we do know the actors and the outcome. You robbed them and their families of a chance at a future. And all this in a vain attempt to craft the town in your own image, perhaps to revert to a time long ago past. Jeffrey, the world has moved on. Like it or not, it's up to each one of us to move forward in a positive way, embracing a future that we all must move towards together. I have no more to say on the matter. We'll commence sentencing at a later date to be determined. I expect you to spend the rest of your days behind bars, contemplating that single selfish choice to play God with the lives of others. Take him away.
Take him away. Order in the court. Order in the court. No, some suspect. Wait. Okay, I got the most guilty parties. Congrats. However, some suspects got away with other crimes. Yeah, but I was trying to find the murderers. I wasn't going to accuse anyone else. But that's cool. We got the two main people. We got Colton and Heather. First degree murder. And those are the two people, even before the little bonus videos we got using the help menu, those are the two people we said did it. So, kind of nailed it, to be honest, guys. Kind of nailed it. I don't want to watch the credits. Go away.